Alright, so Ketchak or Kesak, I'm pretty sure it's Ketchak now, 256, added a bounty for a quick vision video. Alright, so how, where, why, when to ward, how to use pink lanes and lane, how do you get jungle vision off lane priority, and mid game vision. Okay, and then this is like how to use L. I don't know what this is, but it probably has something to do with wording. So let's take a look. Let us take a look. We're in the practice tool. We're gonna run around and put a bunch of words down, and I'm gonna show you some juicy spots for what I think are good for ADC. All right, so the first is the classic. We're gonna start with something spicy. All right, so once you push up, there's 2 words for the lane gank and the TP ward. All right, this is the first. This is a classic right here, where you put this down, you check your top laner's TP. Oh, I can't put this down, but you check his TP. And you're like, oh, okay, I can put down a TP ward. Or if you think their jungler is going to lane gank, you can put this down here, right? So they can't see in this bush. The other one is this. This one can get spotted out by the pink ward, right? Usually people put pink wards right here. Or even back here. But these are the 2 wards to watch for a lane gank and or set up some kind of TP play. So what you do is just push, put these down where they can't see it, come back, the lane is reset, and you're just like, you don't push, and then you're like, oh, let's trade, and then your jungler comes in, right? And then, of course, you have the classic other words, like there's this word over here, where you want to see them come through the river. There's this word here, where you stand in this spot, and you click on this pebble, right? Oh, mistakes were made. Hold up. You can do this. You can do this one. Don't worry. Check it out. Check it out. You can get it into here. You gotta be kidding me. Excuse me? First try. Alright. Yeah, you stand in this pocket and you put it on this pebble. Like this. Okay, it's like right below these trees in this little cubby. Oh my lord! Okay, don't worry. Don't worry, don't worry. Right here. You see this? You see this? This pebble. You can't even see the pebble anymore. This one right here. There's 3 pebbles and the tiny one. The one on the left. Just stick it in here, and it's gonna go into this little chai bush, okay? And what's the spot? It's this little cubby right under the trees. And just stick it right here, okay? Not like that, but like, you know what I mean, right? Just go to the practice tool, do this. I usually do this all the time. It's very nice to see when they're coming through. Okay, I'm definitely trolling here because I can't see the pebble, but you know what I mean. Other words you can do are like right here when you're doing the dragon, or you want to set up some kind of dragon vision. Usually you're the ADC, so you don't do this, but you can like stick it over Gromp, or even in the blue, right? Or if you're like playing support, you can do over this wall, see if they're doing wolves. Any of these spots are great. This doesn't normally happen for ADC, so not as important. And then this is your setup for a gank, where you put your pink ward down here, and you want your jungler to come gank. You're like, oh, dude, this pink, come here. So this one's like if you're winning, I guess, and you're just straight up don't let them into the river, right? You can put it right here, and then you just like, oh, push them in. You can do dragon, right? That kind of stuff. Otherwise, your pinks in general want to be in safe spots, so you don't have to move it often. Like, for example, yours wants to be on the pit, or if this is already taken, yours is right here to the night vision, so they can't see what you guys are doing in the river. Okay, now that's pretty much all the words for lane. All you really need to know. I mean, if you really want to set up your jungler, you can even put a ward in this bush, right? Excuse me. You can put a ward in this bush. You guys push, and then you sit in here, and then you're just like debate, right? You just ward over there, and you guys just try to make something happen here, or you can sit back here, right? You can just sit around here and have your jungle just like sitting here, and they're like, oh, trade with me, and then they jump up from the bush, right? This is a classic Rengar one if you ever play against Rengar. And then out of lane, let's say we're in the mid lane, okay? We're just pushing out. Let's say we're ahead, hopefully, or we can push for some reason. You can put words like this, so you can see if they're trying to do some kind of sneaky play over the wall, right? And then your control words will be over here. Right? This mid lane control is really important, okay? These sides, these bushes are really good. But if you're losing, you want to have some kind of comeback setup where you put it over this wall, right? You guys are trying to make something happen over the wall. You put it here so they can't see you guys. So the enemies would be over here, for example. So this really tells you if the enemy mid lane is trying to go into the river, right? And if you have this worded, there's no way they can get into the river unless they go like the long way around, which is not really gonna happen. So yeah, but besides that, you know, you can just stick a ward in the middle of the lane to see if they're trying to push, right? You'll see what they're gonna do before the wave even comes in. And then, you know, same on Baron, right? We talked about objective wards. You can stick wards here. This is an obvious ward. If you want to, you know, make it so your ward doesn't get sweeped, you put it right here to see if they're coming along through the jungle. This is what always gets pinged, right? For you, for the ADC, we're going to put our ward in the pixel, right? Or, let's see. Or we're going to put it in the pit. Or we're going to put it here, right? In the river again, so they can't see anything. Or you can even put it over here, right? Have some kind of river control, okay? And basically, you're just trying to see around this dragon, this Baron, and then you're gonna pink everything so they can't see shit, so that either they face check and you come engage, or you just started and they can't stop it, right? So this is really effective. This kind of don't let them into the river warding scheme, right? And the whole mid lane control warding scheme. That's pretty much all you need to know as ADC. Your pink ward really shouldn't be moved. Yours wants to be the least moved. So yours wants to be the safest. So basically in the pit where you never move it. And if your ward is like down here, like in this bush, and the Baron is up, you want to move it. All right, you want to move it somewhere where it's useful. Like say for example, you guys were playing for dragon, so you put your pink ward here, and then you take the dragon. So you want to go home, buy some wards, put it here, right? Because now you want control of this side of the lane. Because you guys are trying to set up Baron. So besides that, just general tips are if you have a ward down already, buy one anyways, because chances are it's going to be cleared, and or you will need to move it. So that's pretty much the basics for warding. Oh, okay, and last thing for ADCs, I guess, is pink ward stuff. Not pink ward stuff, blue trinket stuff, right? So when you're pushing in a side lane, you can use your blue trinket to spot stuff. So if you're pushing out, you're like, yo, I'm getting ganked. Boom, you can put it here. You can put it here. You just make sure you're not dying so you can push out. And when in doubt, save it so that, you know, if they're doing Baron, you need to see if they're doing it like that, right? Make sure you know the range of your blue trinket, because this is actually a viable strat where if you're like running in and you're looking at this screen over here and you try to put your blue down and there's a dude sitting here, you're just gonna die without noticing, right? But basically, this is used to see if they're actually on it. So if they're not on the objective, leave and don't face check, go push. Okay? Oh my god. So many times in solo queue where I ward this and we see that they're not doing it and my team still face checks. It's like, yo, you don't need a face check if they're not on it. You want them to go on it before you're forced to check, right? So like let's say they're camping this pixel push. And they don't have this pink at all, right? So you just ward this, they're not on it, push mid. And if we have this ward, there's no way they can gank us. And then, you know, what are they going to do? If they do Baron, you can see it because you just put a ward down. Or they're at least going to clear it. And if they don't do anything, you just shove waves into their towers. Okay? So, yeah. That's pretty much all there is to it. I think, you know, when in doubt, you just put your pink wards on this side of the mid lane. Right? Kind of, what's it called? Enabling wards for your team to just walk through and we know that they can't see us. Right? And if you guys are winning super high, just put it here, or maybe even like along here, right? These anywhere where you guys want to try and do something. Okay. And if you want to get cheeky, you can like sit in a bush and then ward this and be like, oh haha, I missed the bush, and then they come clear the ward, you kill them. You can do that too. So it's actually most effective like this. And people will think you actually just missed the bush. And you're just sitting right here like, yo, I'm just debating. All right, so that's basically all you need to know for warding, really. And yeah, I hope you guys learned something. I think the most useful one. Oh, okay, let's talk about this too. If you're on red side, you need to know this one. I totally forgot to mention this, but you can sit in this cubby and ward the tip of this rock. Ward the tip of this rock. Yo, stop that. And then the ward will go into the bush. Okay, so you sit in this cubby. You see this? Like below this tree, right? This little area, and you put tip of the rock every time, first try. Okay, we can do it every time. We can do it every time. Don't worry. See this? Easy, very easy. That wasn't. It's because my mouse wasn't at the tip there. But you see how, like, you know, we can just walk around and then stand on this spot This cubby under the tree, tip of the rock, okay? This cubby under the tree, third rock. Leftmost rock. Easy. See? We can do it every time. Every time, okay? So you can just practice those. Those are the really important ones. Otherwise, that's about it for wording. So, yeah. Let me know what you guys think. I hope it was useful.